Wave goodbye to Daddy.
Bye, Daddy.
Daddy's all
You dare go fishing, Michael.
See ya, wife. Goodbye. He gave me some fun, didn't he? Look at that. There's the popper in his mouth. I was barely twitching that this time. Oh. Not allowed to fish? Well, I can go for a little stroll, can't I? So come for a little stroll around this beautiful lake. Very clear lake indeed. I always thought this might be good for lure fishing. You get to places like this, you just kick yourself. You just think, you know, why didn't I bring it? What's... Somebody's left a children's rod. And it has a lure on it. What? Someone's left a...
Michael, it is us, the fishing gods.
Okay.
Do you accept the challenge of catching a pike off the surface?
Well, if that's not a sign, I don't know what is.
Let's fish.
I don't know if you can see this, but it's absolutely choked with weed. Let me put these on for you. See the weed? Lots of weed. Wow. The fishing gods have set the challenge. But it is completely weeded up. So, I've never ever caught a pike off a surface lure. And I've got a small duck. Not a real one, artificial one, that would be animal cruelty. I've got a small duck that I might flick around later above that weed. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? But let's just try and get a fish to start, shall we? So, with all this weed, what I'm actually using is a weedless lure. So when the pike bites down, or whatever bites down, you see, the hook end gets exposed, and then it pops back in like that. And in theory, shouldn't catch the weed. This is actually my first ever fishing rod given to me by my late great granddad, Brian. Shakespeare, 1934. I don't think it was made in 1934. I think that's when Shakespeare were established, but it's just a cracking rod. It just brings back so many memories. The first fish I caught, which was a roach, and it's just nice to be connected to the past. But anyway, the mission continues.
Mm-hmm.
We've done it! We've actually done it! My first ever surface caught pike on my first fishing rod. It's not a monster, but look at the markings on it. He just saw that lure and just absolutely nailed it. That's got to be the best take I've ever seen. I'll show you the lure I used in a minute. Let's get this guy back. He's put up a really good fight. I don't often fish for pike this late in the year, but as you saw, I wasn't allowed to go fishing, and well, the fishing gods have entrusted me, and I have delivered. Look at that perfection, little mini predator. Beautiful markings, just a torpedo. Let's slip it back. Fin strong, lives to fight another day. And this here is, oh, why do they always get bloody stuck? The first, a little popper. little fly on the back. Was just saw a moorhen get spooked by something, like a pike had gone for its legs or something. So I ran over, flicked, and I saw the pike. Literally 2 pops of this, wham! He absolutely enveloped it. I had to bite the line and go through the gill as it was so deep, so I turned the hooks around. Always be careful of their gills, try not to touch them whatsoever. Always have a pair of these. The old surgeon's forceps. We care about the pike, they are a ferocious predator in the water, but out of the water they're actually very delicate, so get them back quick. That is the stuff of dreams. Do you think I got time for one more cast? Just like that, look, just popping along. Pop, pop, pop. See this clearing water here. And that was the method. All that disturbance on the surface. I've just spotted a really small jack pike just over there. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to get the taste for you. Of course, I wasn't supposed to be coming fishing, but the fishing gods have entrusted me. And what I'm finding, I'm just casting at, I'm like having to visually spot pike. He's only very small, but I tell you what, pike are greedy. They can eat 1/3 the length of their body. I bet he'll go for this. See if I can get him on the bank for you. Cute. Millions and millions of these tadpoles. Now I do have a frog lure in my bag, and if there's tadpoles, match the hatch, Michael. See if it works. We have a problem. Note to self, don't trust the mud. Spotted a pike. He's just under these trees over, right there. Impossible to cast. I'll give it a go, see if I can get you to film. Stanley strikes again. I've had to go through mud, trees, brambles. Again, really nicely marked fish. Oh, look at that in the sunlight. Yes. Absolutely quality. Spotting these guys a mile off, flicking my lure to them, and they absolutely nail it. That is the stuff of angling dreams. Flipping back into the deep. Whoa, steady. There he goes. The beautiful fish. Away she goes. What a day. Not only have I never done it, I've done it twice now. These pike are just voracious. He's just laid down here. Not bad for an hour's work. There's bream and tench surfacing all around. You can really feel it's just coming alive. And this kind of guerrilla warfare, I know it's a bit extreme, but it feels like, you know, hunting in the jungle for these pike. And just seeing them absolutely smash it off the surface. I can see why it's some people's favourite form of fishing. It's absolutely heart-pounding stuff. I want another. Beautiful big bream, look. They must be spawning. Very frisky. You dirty little bugger, you. The bream and tench are all in these reeds. They must be spawning. And there's absolutely loads of beautiful big slabs, big, dark, mature bream. I think we might have to come back with some worms. Look at that thing there. Lovely bream. This is pretty much an abandoned lake. You don't ever see any fishermen, let alone a bailiff. If you just spend some time getting to know the water, watching it, it's full of life. Where on first thoughts it would seem to be barren. It's absolutely gorgeous. Like a proper old John Wilson tench lake, this estate lake. It's got to be a couple of 100 years old. Very shallow, very clear. You've got to be wily. But I am just slightly smarter, than fish today. But there's been many times where they have fooled me. God, my nerves are shot to bits. I've just had an absolutely monster take. He's gone back down. I missed it. It's the first one I've missed. I'm going to try and get this on camera for you. Oh, that's a bad cast. May have felt the hooks. He's right here. He's right here. He's right here. Oh my God. Took it right at the bank. Oh. He's here. Oh. You're obviously terrified. Terrified. I'm not sure I enjoy this kind of fishing. Oh my God. Let's try one again. Oh! He can't get a thing in his mouth. He's following. We got it, we got it! We got it! I was barely moving the lure. Whoa, whoa, whoa. They don't know fight in the summer. He's barely hooked, barely hooked. He may come off folks. Oh, bloody hell! Bloody hell! Whoa. Whoa. There we go, folks. Beautiful little pike. He gave me some fun, didn't he? Look at that. There's the popper in his mouth. I was barely twitching that this time. Fantastic fun. It's a hat trick for Stanley. I think that's home for tea and pies or whatever they used to say. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. We'll be back at it tomorrow if the wife allows. Mwah! 3 on the top. Never been done before for me. I'm absolutely chuffed. Absolutely incredible. It's slipping back. Look at the camouflage. Away she goes. Honey, I'm home.
What did you do this afternoon then?
Walking.
Why are you so muddy?
Extreme walking.
Why do you smell a fish?
Michael!